Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore. If this is your first time seeing our channel, please go ahead, hit the like and subscribe buttons. So let's get into opening round, and the first game of the year was also the earliest start in AFL VFL history.
Yes, I
March
thought it would have been.
7th, March the 8th. The Olympic Games started in the year 2000. That was March the 8th when they brought the season.
Because that was in Sydney, so it makes sense.
So we played games in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So it beat the record.
Okay, fair
Interesting. But Thursday night SCG, packed house, Sydney 12-14-86. Got the job done on Melbourne 9-10-64. Vito. Superb win by the Swans.
If you go back, I remember I said they can't score Melbourne.
They can't.
But
And
if
they
he
didn't.
kicked 3 or 4, whatever he kicked.
But at the end of the day, that was pretty flattering, 9-10-64.
Yeah, but what I'm
was-
saying
it
is
was.
he's kicked 3 4. They're going to rely on Pickett. Yeah, he kicks goals, but small
But
forward,
is
mate.
Pickett going to make a difference
No.
of winning that game of footy?
No.
No, not
he's-
that game. No.
He's a small forward. He's going to kick you a couple of goals and he's dangerous, but that's about it,
Yeah,
right?
they got lugs like Shaki that would.
Can you rely on
He
them?
can't play again.
Just plays last game of
He
football.
can't play again.
How's Tom McDonald? How was he emergency and Shaki gets the
Yeah.
game? I'm staggered.
I just think Melbourne's going to have. I might be wrong. I don't know if they even play finals this year. I
Did
don't
you have
know.
him in the 8?
I did.
But we had that discussion where he had him 8th and he said they could
Yeah,
miss.
could miss,
and then
yeah,
it
fair
was
enough.
Fair
enough.
I had
Adelaide in the 8.
You had
I think
Adelaide, I had
Melbourne's
Melbourne
just above
out.
them or something. No, Melbourne just above them. I think.
Yeah, Melbourne just above them.
But
But
anyway, yes, that's for Sydney. And once again,
they were superb.
they just get the job done. When you think it could be over, you think Melbourne won't get on top, and those on balls in the middle. Even though Goulden didn't do much,
No, he didn't. That's right. That's
Warner
true.
wasn't. It was okay.
You're right. But the rest
The
were good.
lesser likes, I think, did their job, but they always do. So I'm not surprised.
It was a team effort. Like in the paper when it says best
Team
team,
effort.
effort.
When you're a kid,
Heaney was good.
He was great.
back to
Finally.
the best.
Yeah, he
Went
was.
missing for a year.
I thought what was a great move was obviously they were missing players through the middle. Parker, you don't call Adams because you know,
He's
he
not there,
hasn't
mate.
played a game.
But he's
yet.
going to play.
Mills.
He's going to
And
play.
Mills.
Yeah.
But they put Papley in the middle. And I thought it was
That was a
good
good move.
early.
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
went forward and basically.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, he'll ignite you. You know,
He's
what I
a
mean?
live
That's what
wire,
he
I was
does.
gonna say
that.
So
Yeah.
he's
How good was Brady Grundy in the
your
ruck?
take?
yeah, he was fantastic.
He either made Max Gawn look
Look
ordinary
second
or
rate,
Max
yeah.
Gawn was really poor.
One of the two.
I think a bit of both, and I think he's coming to the end, Max. He's just looks so sore. He's been carrying that club, him and Petrarca, for 5 years.
Yep.
They can't do it anymore.
So, in a situation like Thursday night, Gawn struggling. Grundy's now at Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
They got Fullerton over. Fullerton's supposed to be the second ruck. Didn't play.
Injured,
No,
They're in a spiral.
They're
right?
in
Petrarca-
a
Petrarca
very bad
was
spot.
good.
He was good.
He was their best.
Oliver, he looks messy.
Well, he blew up.
Jeez, he had 30 touches.
I know,
Like,
but
not
he
bad in
did.
his first game back.
I know, but what I'm saying, don't you think he was scrappy though? That's my opinion of him.
but
Yeah,
again,
he was a little scrappy.
I don't
my
think
opinion of him
I don't
anyway.
think it's about those players. I think it's about the lesser likes.
yeah, the lesser likes are not good enough.
like such as
The Spargos and
You've been correct about
Shaky.
them.
your Spargos, your Shackies, your Sparrows, your Petties. I know Petties didn't play.
Petty.
You've been right about you've always said about Melbourne's
Yeah,
lesser likes when the
they fall
big boys
away.
don't fire, they
Yeah,
struggle.
I said their bottom six is poor, and your comeback was good.
All bottom sixes are pretty
Melbourne's
ordinary.
top six is the best.
Is
the
the best,
top
one of the
best.
best. Yeah,
But you need your bottom six,
maybe.
don't you?
yeah, absolutely. Because May, Lever, Petrarca, gone, Oliver, and Fritsch, their top six,
Yeah.
is as good as any in the AFL. But
we had this
after that-
discussion because our dialogue Thursday night was via a group message of about 600 texts.
yeah, something like that.
I think one of them I said was when Sydney got going and broke the game open and it was the end. And I said, this is a true sign of a side that's had a decent pre-season, got their
Yeah.
heads down,
Yep.
and versus a side that has had a season of turmoil.
That's right.
And they've had three or four
showed. Yeah,
major
you're right.
things, and it showed, didn't it?
and you wrote a little dialogue piece there to
Dialogue?
prove it. Yeah.
And what was the dialogue?
Oh, it was about the off season and what happened. All the
Well, yeah,
Yeah, well-
exactly. You look at Joel Smith
massive.
and Clayton Oliver, and then Angus Brayshaw, and
Yep.
there's massive vultures circling Simon Goodwin.
yeah, there
You
is.
massive.
That's what it's got to do. It's got to take some effect. In the end, they're all human, aren't
How
they?
how
Yeah.
long has he been there? So is it 6-7 years?
Oh,
it's
it
gotta
was
be.
2 years before. The year before when they finished bottom four.
Yeah,
was
he
coaching
took
them.
over. Okay,
Yeah,
Who coached him in the preliminary final the year before? It was Goodwin.
I think so.
perhaps. So he's been there 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Far
Yeah, he's
out.
gotta be.
His
I'll make
time's
a call
coming to-
here.
Yeah, go on.
That I don't think you'll last the season
Wow.
That's massive. Why?
because that club is still in downhill.
They're
in a
on their
spiral.
knees. Yeah, they're on their knees.
They are in a massive spiral
That's-
at the
that's a
moment.
big
and
call.
They haven't hit ground zero yet.
Interesting.
That's
Pardon
a
the
big.
pun in round zero.
Yeah, I
That's
know
a
what you
big call.
It is.
Let's see.
Let's move on to Friday night footy. Brisbane 12-13-85. Carlton 13-8-86. Carlton won by a point.
What is that?
I fell asleep half time. I don't know what happened. They're in by a point.
Come on, mate.
There'll be no more bagging. You know, I don't want to hear it again. They shouldn't have told him. I don't want to hear it.
Before you go on, I know you want.
No, I haven't got too much to say.
Go. Okay, you go first then.
No, go on. You start.
Well, before you go on with your rant about positives, negatives, and
Yeah.
all that, well, you can have that corner in a couple of seconds. I just want to say,
Yeah, no problem.
Charlie Curnow, as good as Wayne Carey potentially, he ripped that third quarter apart. Ripped it apart.
Yes, he did, and no to your answer.
Okay, that was all.
What did you think the answer was going to be?
Don't be
was all.
I'll be blunt. Don't be stupid.
I asked him because it was the Carey.
Okay.
No, there was
You know when
Carey.
it counted last year?
There was Wayne Carey stuff there.
Yeah, no.
When it counted, it was 7 goals down.
No, unbelievable. But what I'm saying is, last year when it counted, right, where was he? That bloke.
Yeah.
Having said that, Kerry never played well in
Not in
finals.
grand finals. Kerry was on.
Carey
Oh,
played some
yeah.
big finals.
Yeah.
Not
true.
in grand finals, I agree.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
But he played in a lot of them. This bloke's played in three.
Because I went off script because you were supposed to go first. But I
Don't
wanted
get
to
me wrong.
ask him
Yeah,
that.
don't get me wrong. He was fantastic. I'm not denying you that. But yeah, no, long way to go to answer that
Okay,
question.
all right, fair enough. The floor is yours, Carlton.
But
were
hang on, do you
fantastic
agree or
in-
disagree?
I think he's got the potential, and he reminded me of a young Carey, like a
Okay.
big 15, 20 minutes that not many footballers can do
Yeah, no, fair
and
enough.
have done in the years. And he looks like he has the ability to do it. But you're right, show me on preliminary final
Yeah,
night.
exactly.
Correct. That's what I mean.
But it was good because Carlton's now played 4 full quarters at the Gabba.
Yeah.
2 6 months ago and 2 Friday night.
And that's what worries me. It was a great win. Incredible
Now the
win.
floor is open. Go.
Incredible win. Like one of the biggest, I reckon, top 5 highest comebacks of all time. 40-odd points, 47 points down.
Yeah, well, 40.
I know there's-
because Essendon Melbourne was.
I know there was
47,
51. Oh, yeah, that was at three-quarters
Yeah,
time.
3/4 time, yeah.
And I know St Kilda
Yeah,
against
that's
Hawthorn or Hawthorn against St Kilda.
63.
But that was in the first quarter, right? So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, Melbourne Essendon
That
one was about.
69, 70.
That was in the second quarter.
Second, yeah. So be up there in the top 5, I
Massive.
reckon, comebacks. To beat Brisbane up there, that's a massive win. The only negative I can say is, how do you come out and play like that in the first half and then just flick a switch?
Yeah, it was their whole season in a nutshell
yeah,
last
yeah.
year, last
Yeah.
night. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a whole season in a nutshell.
I'll say
last night.
how. Brisbane cocky, mate.
I think you got it. I think there's a fair.
They were cocky, mate.
I think there's a
They've
fair
come in the third
point
quarter. They've come.
there.
That last 10 minutes of the second quarter, they were strutting around 7 goals up like they're millionaires. And little did they know, mate.
But how many
they
times-
got their right
You can't
whack in
afford
the,
to do that at
got
eight,
their
you
right
know.
whack in the way.
You're probably right, you know.
You're right, you can't afford to do that, but you can't afford to be 47 points down either. That was a poor first half.
Yeah.
Like I was disgusted. Like I was. What do you?
I
Like,
didn't hear from you during that game.
no. I was occupied. But again, I don't know what to say. Like Mackay kicking straight for once. That was kicking the winner.
Nailed what he had to nail.
Yeah,
although
yeah.
he missed one. But
Missed an early one, but
But he
still
nailed
nailed
the
the
one.
goal.
But I'll
goals.
cop that. Like, if you kick 3-1 every week, I'll cop that.
Yeah.
It's when you kick 1-3, I can't cop
The,
for a
the
big
captain
forward.
stood up.
Captain was good.
It was good. I thought the kids played well.
Good.
It was very good.
Boyd, Kemp, I think he's a star. I don't know why they dropped him for the finals last year.
Number 17.
Number
The
7.
guy that came off the
I just
bench.
call
was
him number
good.
17. He's a no-name, no frills, does the job.
Yeah, he does the job.
Mate, the guy that came off the bench, the kid that debuted, he was
Carroll.
yeah,
Carroll.
very good.
He was good. What a blow for Doherty and Carlton.
Yeah, he's done his
You know,
knee
they
again,
get-
which
they
is-
get- what's his name back? Of half back.
What's his name? Yeah, Zach Williams.
Williams.
I thought he was all right. I thought he was pretty good.
He helped off. He helped Saab.
Well, first game in 18
Saab
months
got
again.
Saab was lucky Cameron didn't.
Oh, no.
Get
He's
a hold.
yeah, but he's a cat. He's a
Sard.
cat, Charlie Cameron.
He's a star, though, mate. He can destroy you in 5 minutes.
Missed
Look,
a vital goal.
No, you
So
can't
did
sell
Joe
him.
Danaher, so did
Not,
Zip
not
Ward.
going to sell him
Joe
to me.
Dano, that one on the run,
Yeah.
should have squared that. He
I
had
was gonna say-
Mate Zorko running inside.
He did. He had
The la-
two blokes on
had
there
two.
running into the open
He did.
goal.
The last thing I'll say is Carlton were a bit, when I say lucky, like they kicked straight and Brisbane didn't, right? They had the chance to win the game on a couple
Brisbane?
occasions. Brisbane.
My word, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah. So, I mean, you create your own luck, right?
Yeah.
To be 47, put yourself in that position to win. But you got to kick straight.
As early as the season is, they've got no excuse for me, Carlton.
No, they haven't.
Not really. Not if that's the benchmark for them.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was
If they come out and lose to
It was
Richmond, which I don't think will happen.
224
It's
in a
for
nutshell.
for nothing. Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
be more
Last night on
disgusted
Friday
to
night.
223. Yeah, yeah, you're
223
right.
in a nutshell.
It'd be disgusting to lose this week. They won't, but I'm just saying.
They won't. And DeConing in the ruck.
Fantastic. I did say Pitnet
Yeah.
cannot play
No,
ever
we-
again.
We all
He's
agreed on
absolutely useless. It's what you're playing with one less with Pitnet. Let this kid, let him free. Let him
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
He needs to
absolutely.
play
I agree.
22 games as first ruck, and they put Harry McCoy in for a couple of bounces. I'm
That's
fine
fine.
with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. It frees him
fine.
up too to be a bit looser.
Can we
and-
talk just
Go.
quickly on Brisbane? Brisbane's backline's is brittle, isn't it?
Sparse, isn't it?
Harris
Yeah.
Andrews looked a little bit. They've lost
Yeah,
now
he's-
Coleman,
he's good.
which is a
But then
massive
Coleman,
blow.
yeah, it's
You
another
can score
big
against
blow.
them, though.
You can. You get a look at it.
Yeah.
You get a look at
Because
it.
they
If
play
you've
so
got-
attacking.
If you've got decent forwards as well, you can get a look at it. No doubt about it.
Yeah. So we say that Brisbane, is that just an aberration, or
I don't know. It remains
Yeah,
to
we
be
don't know.
seen.
We don't know. I mean, yeah,
Let's see.
it's
we
interesting.
might have seen a couple of teams pass them in 1 week.
One did, but
Saturday afternoon, Gold Coast 14-15-99, smashed Richmond 9-6-60. That should have been a 15-goal win.
yeah, that score.
There's flattering, that
agree.
scoreline.
Well, early on, Richmond, I don't know if they didn't turn up, but I think Hardwick had him, he knows him inside out, mate. So he knew exactly what he had to do. Gold Coast up there. Oh, look, I was actually surprised they got to, what would it get to? 10 goals to 2 or something?
Yeah,
Or something to
he
that
was
effect.
70-something points at one stage.
Yeah. And then typical Richmond started to play their style, they just pushing forward.
Yeah.
And eventually, but I never thought they were going to win. Like everyone's going, oh, this is unbelievable. I never ever thought to myself,
They got within 23
yeah,
early in the last.
still had no
but-
issue with Gold Coast were going to win that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I
not
picked
sure.
Richmond.
So
Having
did I.
said that,
Yeah,
I
so
picked
did I.
Richmond.
Did
So
you?
did I.
On what basis? Honestly, I'm trying to. I'm curious.
I thought exactly what Richmond were. I thought what you said about Gold Coast going hard early, and I thought Richmond were going to do that.
Okay,
I
fair
thought
enough.
Yeah,
that
I
was
thought they'd be
Richmond's
the way
role.
around.
They're not capable though.
But Gold Coast to me showed a toughness that I haven't seen yet. Is it the Hardwick thing?
Yeah, of course it is.
They had some grit last night.
I don't know if it's hard. Like Rao's
you
been there
agree
for
that-
5 years.
Oh,
Anson's
what about
been there
yeah,
for
Rat
5 years.
Rao?
Yeah, very
He was
good.
Best on
fantastic.
ground?
Oh, easily.
Yeah,
We're not going grass.
No,
this
no,
year.
no. He was
Sensational.
Yeah.
He was
Sensational.
unbelievable. He was. But at the same time, Richmond, they'll get Dusty back. They'll be better. They'll get Dusty
They'll be
back.
better.
They'll get Lynch back. You make a difference. Yeah, like they'll make a difference. These blokes. I know there's one or two.
We've got a
others.
challenger for the Coleman medal. Plays for the Gold Coast.
King.
Stop
sure.
kidding yourself, please.
Again, another statement.
I'm
What did he
bet-
kick 5?
He
yeah.
kicked 5.
He had 4 in the first half, didn't touch in the
Another
second half.
statement that might. We'll just watch this space.
Yeah, but I can't.
Let's watch it. No chance.
But again, like just quickly, they're on ball with Gravers. Yeah,
Yep.
fantastic.
Yep.
No doubt about it. And Richmond's not the Richmond of old. Let's stick your neck out.
Yeah. Yep. True.
So there's a player for Richmond to play his last game of AFL football.
Jeez.
He wears number 20. His name's Kaczynski. How bad was he?
Hates him.
No, I'm not hate him. I'm just being honest.
He's not up to the level.
That's a fight.
not-
I'm actually staggered they picked him up.
Do you know he's been in the system for 5 years? I didn't know that. They said it yesterday. I'm like,
You know my
5
theory
years,
about
enough.
giving blokes second chances.
There's got to be 500 local
to
footballers
be.
better than him in Australia.
Has to be. Is
Oh,
it
I
lazy
can't
recruiting? That's
Yeah,
like,
it's lazy.
Look,
Oh, he's been because he's been
he's
through
the
a system.
45th
I don't
player
care.
on the system in our program.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. But he played a senior game, so he's in their top 22. I don't care about injuries, whatever. It shouldn't even be on the list.
Yep.
It's sickening watching people like that and then wondering why you're losing the Gold Coast. Nah, I can't cop
Oh,
it,
I
Richmond.
think I've
Adam
gone-
Muse, mate, you got a long, long, long way to go.
No doubt. Then, yeah.
I think you're right.
He's kidding himself.
I picked them probably higher than where they're going to finish. I
had them
already
7th,
know
8th.
that. Yeah, you did.
And I'll stick
I
by
had
that.
I had him one above us.
I had it like
Which is?
not pushing to play to make the 8th,
15th or something. I had
but it was 15th, 14th, 13th. But I think they are.
They're in trouble. They're huge
I
trouble.
think there's only one side that can't beat them. That's West Coast.
Yeah, I
On
agree.
last night's form, and, look,
And
let's
over
be
in Perth, they
were-
might beat
They
them.
looked ordinary against Collingwood. They were scratchy. They weren't.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
great.
no, I agree. I agree.
And they ran Melbourne to 10 points, and Melbourne's form going in's not great. So there is a little bit of practice match form sometimes.
There is a little bit, yeah. Interesting.
Let's go to the big one at. Well, what's the name of it
It's
now?
called NG Stadium.
Something like that.
ENG.
Giants Stadium, Saturday night. GWS 18-6, 114, 32-point winners over Collingwood 11, 16-82. Let's talk about this game of footy.
Talk about good kicking.
Yeah, great kick.
They could not miss.
They were clubbing them.
And your mate, Callum Brown,
Oh, yeah, I know. Kick
How
improvement.
good?
Mate, he's a star.
Callum
He
Embrown.
looks good. Callum Embrown.
Yeah, he
he's a
looks very
star.
good.
He's agile. He's a good kick. He
Irish,
knows where
English
to go.
bloke.
Yeah.
Not even Australian. Has picked up the game
Oh,
superbly.
he just does. He plays his role because
Yeah.
he's not. He doesn't do anything flashy. He just plays his role. Gets on.
Very good.
And mind you, Toby Green kicked 1 goal. They kicked 18.
I thought
That's
Toby
massive.
Green was good, though.
But
I
my
think
point
it's-
is, a lot of goals had to go through him for them to win games.
Well,
Not so.
Hogan kicked the bag.
Well, Hogan kick?
Four, I think. 5 from.
Yeah, but they were
Come
all
on.
from 45 metres out. Like
Yeah,
they were,
all
they were
good
big
shots,
thumping
yeah.
kicks.
His kicking's been...
I look at I'll stay on GWS for the moment.
Yep.
I love that back line. I love it.
It's understated,
Taylor
isn't it?
and
Taylor, Buckley,
Iden. Yep.
throw in Whitfield.
Himmelberg's down there now, isn't he?
Haynes,
Himmelberg,
Himmelberg.
Haynes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Collingwood probably shot themselves in the foot kicking 11
I was going to say, that didn't have their course.
But I don't think they were. GWS were just switched on. They were
Co-
cherry
I
right.
said it last week in the preview show. Collingwood were not ready. It
That's
showed.
fine.
No.
There's
Collingwood
no
are
panic stations
No,
for
no,
Collingwood.
no.
None
What?
whatsoever.
I just said they're no hope in
No.
winners games. They're not ready. That's it. They're not ready for round
First
one
thing-
or
yeah.
0 or round.
First thing they've got to sort their forward structure out a little bit better.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, Darcy Cameron's not your answer.
Darcy Kramer.
Kick 3. He went forward and kicked 3.
You did.
Yeah. And
He's
next
not
week,
your answer.
Ash Johnson will kick 3. And
Ash
Ray-
Johnson had an opportunity. I'm telling you, if he has 2 more of them, he'll be playing VFL footy.
Yeah, I
again.
agree. That's happened to him last
That's
year.
okay. But someone will come in and kick goals.
Who?
Oh, that
Are they
doesn't
waiting
matter.
for McStay? Brian Taylor. I've got to mention Brian Taylor.
Hang on. I'm going to mention him too.
Yeah,
But they find a way, Collingwood. And they will find a way.
they do.
And I think they might even struggle next week. They're not ready. They started, I think in January, they started training, all right?
I get all that.
So,
But your
they're
structure's
clearly not
done
ready.
on, like,
Yeah,
on
but
a
you just
chalkboard.
can't. They're playing a top 2 side here.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
Top tools.
what else do they have is the question.
Oh, they've got some kids in the seconds that'll play. Reef McGuinness
Ruth
plays forward.
McGuinness is a good football.
But that's what I mean. Like they'll find. They don't need to kick. See that score 11-16. They can win games with that, but not against GWS.
No.
Yeah.
They'll beat 14 other sides with that score, right? So I'm fine with Collingwood. They just weren't ready. That's it. Brian Taylor. So next year, boys, 2025, we get a choice. Fox Footy broadcast every game live. So you get a choice of Channel 7 or Fox Footy
I know where I'm
commentators.
going.
Yeah, I'm not going to Channel 7.
Is that just you?
No, it's a
hoping?
fact.
Oh, magnificent.
No, that's a fact. Well, Dwayne Russell,
the best.
unless you got it wrong, he said next year, 2025,
That is the best.
Fox
Oh,
Footy are
that's great
doing
news.
every game, so you've got an option. So on Friday night, so whenever Channel 7 do a game, you've got an option of, obviously, you can watch it on free-to-air, Channel 7, or you can watch Fox
Yeah,
Footy,
great
right?
news.
And it should have been like that for 10 years. If
If
you're
you're
paying
so you're saying Fox Footy's commentators then will commentate.
every single
They
game.
did that when Fox Footy first started.
Yeah.
But this is
15
what I
years
don't
ago.
understand, right? You're paying for a subscription. Why shouldn't you have the option?
Why do I have to watch free to air?
Yeah,
commentators?
they're
I buy
commentators, yeah.
Paid subscription, whether it's KO or Fox.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Brian Taylor said during the early part when Collingwood were struggling to score, that obviously they've lost McStay and they're just holding out for McStay to get back.
Oh, I did hear that.
I was like,
So round 22, he's going to come
round
back.
22, he did
So-
a knee in November.
So,
He's back on Cup Day.
I'm glad you heard it because I don't even listen to him.
so
It just
it
drives
must
me
be a
insane,
16-point
that bloke.
game, the last game of the round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're pushing it back to November,
Oh,
obviously.
right. Yeah, that's right.
They're
He's-
holding the forward line up until McStay
Yeah,
gets
okay.
back.
Well, then
Give me
they
a
don't win another game for the year.
Give me a
then.
spell.
He's got rocks in his head. But anyway.
Well, there you have it, our review of opening round in the books. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the games, and yes, we will reply. We'll see you in the next one.